Logan here. We are playing Avatar Legends RPG, Legends Noir. We have two players today. Um, One of them is out sick, and one I don't know if will be returning. So we're gonna play with Edris and Haku today. And a summary of last time. You guys were rescuing prisoners from the Firebender or Fire Nation castle that was on its own island, and you had successfully gotten a big group of prisoners out and loaded them up onto the ship while being chased by the Fire Nation guards, and you got a little bit of fighting in there and managed to load up the people with the help of some of the actual other uh, professional or experienced benders there that were in the group or in the prisoners group. And so you've gotten everybody away that was there, which included the librarian that you're supposed to find and a few. Um, I think no one else on your list except for then after that you went to the volcano and rescued Mr. Chen, and he was able to help you kind of uh, get the get out of his own prison and fighting those guys. Uh, he seemed to be a lot more capable than they may have thought. And then he got loaded up into the airship as well. And so what we're going to say that has happened for today is Lee and Atka are going to take the airship and start heading back, while you two go to rescue the last remaining prisoner that you were aware of, which was the singer from the tavern. I don't think, was there anyone else that you were aware of that was here?
Not that. No, I think that's the
Okay.
last. There was three places.
Yeah.
There's the tavern, the prison camp, and then the volcano.
Yeah, so the other thing that you also got from the volcano area was you grabbed all those scrolls, or Mr. Chen grabbed the scrolls. He said these are important, and he knows which ones to take, so he grabs those and loads them up as well. And so we'll start with you guys back um, in the town, the Skull Island, Fire Skull Island town, and you find as you guys and so you guys have basically it's just you two and the dragon. You're gonna try and do it, I believe. Everyone else is loading up into the ship so they can get away, so there's no chance of them recapturing these people. So that includes the other master benders. So it'll just be you two to sneak in there, get her out, and get gone. So how do you want
Stealth mission.
to? Sorry, go ahead.
Stealth mission.
Yeah, you're so good at that.
We're just gonna run
with
in, throwing fire and air.
with the dragon.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna? What are you gonna do with the dragon? Are you going to just try and burst in and get her, or are you gonna, which could be dangerous and could fail, or do you want to try and like meet up with one of the pirates or something and get yourself back in there?
Smashing stuff through
Interest.
the wall.
You still have Long Wan Silver that you can contact.
Wait a minute, I can
Long.
burst through her wall.
Oh yeah, you can. You have that
I
ability.
don't. We don't. I can earthbend with my
I
hammer.
think what we found out was that what didn't work quite like you thought it did. Um, Let me just take a look at that ability. What was that under? Was that under hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at playbooks here. Walls can't hold me. Yeah, all that really does is when you rely on your skills and training to dangerously smash your way through walls or other obstacles, roll with passion instead of focus. So it doesn't allow you to just smash through walls. You have to have some means of smashing through the wall, but when you do, you can use your passion instead of your focus.
Damn.
So it's probably better for an earthbender than for a firebender. But I suppose you could explode through a wall with a blast of fire if it was like a wooden wall or something.
And it's the side of a rock, right?
Yeah, or you get some kind of thing to smash the wall down.
I want to either like, can the dragon go through that little alley where her window is?
Um, you might be able to get the dragon in there, but you're gonna be
Be
pretty
very
obvious with
noticeable.
the dragon with you.
Okay, I want to go like down to where her window's at, and then I'll like kind of propel myself up to her. The window is barred or something. Is that right?
Okay, so first of all, you guys are on the volcano island. So as you fly over
Oh.
to the pirate island with all the like buildings and stuff underground, you
Mhm.
notice that there are a lot more kind of pirate guards running around, and they seem to be very actively searching for something.
I
So
hope not us.
so they're all stirred up in this part of the town. And so you will probably need someone to sneak you in there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who was our friend in the tavern?
Oh yeah.
Long one silver.
Long One Silver. All right, we're gonna go in. We're gonna see how he's doing and see if he wants to help us,
Okay,
and
so
possibly yeah, I'll figure
I don't
something out
know
to.
if this is a thing or if there's a technique for this, but I'm thinking you could maybe use your air powers to make a little ball of sound that you can put a little message into and send in there, and then
That is
it can go in there
nice.
and just whisper in his ear.
Oh, I did that to what's it called, to Mr. Chen. I like whispered.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
so we'll say
totally.
you do
One,
that again, and
we're like, come out here.
so let's make a using your skills and training focus roll. See how well you
Focus.
can do that.
Bam. Uh, uh 6.
Doesn't seem to work.
I'm just
So
like,
yeah, you
I guess it's
whisper a
too
little thing
noisy.
and it goes in there, but you have trouble finding where he is because you don't actually know exactly where he is. Whereas before with Mr. Chen, you actually saw him.
Yeah, he
So
was like right
yeah.
there. Uh,
Okay, so maybe we can try to sneak into one of the other buildings and see if you can get in through some other way. So the outside of the town is so there's like 3 levels of this sort of inner mountain area,
okay.
and the top level it has some buildings in it, and some of those buildings go down into the lower levels. Um, there's also like a hole, and since you guys can fly, you can sort of fly over and see this. So there's a hole in one of them that you might actually be able to fly into, and then land on the ground. But then you'll be in this inside the city, and people might see you if you fly in with the dragon. Or you could try and like just like jump down and cushion yourself with a blast of air.
Yeah, and Edris could probably like use his fire bending
Oh yeah, the
to kind of
jet.
like.
You have the jet feet thing, right?
Oh yeah, jet step.
Jet step, yeah. Okay, so let's try. So I'll say you sort of get your dragon over here, and then you try to jump off and sink into this hole here. What does this one have? Well, this one has a roof right under it, so maybe that's the better one to go. Yeah, because that one just goes down to the ground. So this one will be less of a fall if you fail. So we'll put you over in this one. It's right near the edge of the mountain, so.
Pretty.
Okay, and then we've got Haku here, Idris here. Okay, so again, those will be both will be rely on your skills and training focus rolls
Okay.
to get down safely.
Woohoo! 10.
All right, you get down, no problem.
Yeah.
Got a roll for me. I got +3 focus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on. I put my full focus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm. It's actually 11 for me.
Okay. Edris, you should only be able to get +2. That's the
Oh, really?
maximum. It's only like situational things that can bring it up to +3. But your actual
Okay.
skill can only be enough to.
I used points to do that last time. So how many
Yeah,
points
so
was
you
it?
should get those points back then. You can only go as high as 2 in the actual ability, but you can get up to a +3 if you have a special circumstance.
I was actually thinking that, like, I didn't remember that rule, so I was like, oh my god, if I get to, like, plus something, I'll never
You
fail
don't have to
again.
roll.
Yeah.
Never have to
Anyway, I
roll.
rolled an 8, so even with +2, you succeed as well. So you just.
Oof. How much was it to get another point?
4 points.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you guys land on this middle level. Or you could actually go down since it was going well, you could actually go down to the bottom level.
Yeah. We do that.
Yeah, okay, so in there. And then I move this down. There we go. Alright, and you're in the middle of the city here. Let's just see where the tavern is. So what's in this building? Oh, that's not a building you want to go into.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
What is this, Monopoly?
Okay, so you guys aren't really familiar with this city, so you don't really know where you are. So I'm gonna have you just tell me which direction you want to go into, and that'll determine how far you have to go. Okay, so there is a wide open space to your. Wait, let me see which way is going to be north. Okay, north should be facing where the skull is. Hang on a sec.
Which one of us is the wizard?
I am.
Yeah, you're the one with you're the sorcerer with the flame in his hand. Okay, so this way will be north. Okay, and then we go in here. A lot of these buildings look the same.
There's not like a button to snap to the figurines. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. There is one. Oh, players.
Oh,
Go to. Ah, there it is. There is one. Cool.
okay, cool. Yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
So. Is this a building or is this. Okay, so you know to your to the east is the edge of the building. You think that the tavern was closer to the middle, and to the north is also a wall. So it's probably going to be west and or south.
We're just lost without the rest of the group, huh, Haku?
Yeah, we're just like, oh yeah. What do we do?
Okay, so you head down southwest, and you see some guards, soldier or pirate guards go walking by. You hide over in the corner of a building. They walk by you. Oh. And you come up to this building. There's a window over here. You look in here, it looks like it's somebody's house. So that's probably
and none of this seems familiar?
not yet.
Not yet, okay. Are there people in the house?
That one seems like yeah, there's some people sleeping in there. It doesn't look like the tavern. And also
Okay,
these buildings are wooden, and you know the one that you were
is like
was stone, so
stone, yeah. Is there, Haku kind of like takes a moment and like goes into like the center of the junction and closes his eyes and tries to like echolocate the noise of like people, like patrons of the
Well,
bar.
you hear
crazy.
lots of people
Read my
walking
mind.
around.
Do I
Because there's
hear-
lots of people searching.
Can
So
I
there's lots of
hear-
shouting and stuff, but you don't yeah, make a that'd be
Hear the
I'll
sounds
say
of celebration.
test your luck. Make a test your luck roll. Which I think is creativity.
Great. Sweet. 12.
Oh sorry, push your luck as passion. Either way it's a success, so
10.
yeah. So alright, so you get a sense of that noise coming from, and as you round this corner you see there is a stone building over there.
Ooh. Let's go this way. He has his hands around his ears like cupped so he can like he looks like a little fox or something.
Okay, is this actually the building?
Is it?
I need to do the cutout.
Is there a way to like zoom out, or are you like underground? Oh, there it is. I think.
Yeah. Do you think this is a different one?
Sit close enough.
Yeah. So you find a bar, but it is not the same bar.
We can ask about the other bar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not bad.
All right, so you go sneak around the corner here and get into the front of this building. Where the door is.
And we kind of look like we belong here. We both are wearing somewhat Fire Nation clothing.
Didn't you yeah, didn't you guys do something to make yourselves fit in before, right?
Yeah.
You
I think
they
just
know what the people that kidnapped all the prisoners look like.
Okay. So yeah, you dip into this bar here. Which does have an upstairs. Oh, can I not open that door? Go in there. Get in there. The hell?
Is it nighttime? Like, well, it's really dark in there.
Yeah,
right?
it is nighttime. But this is underground anyway, so.
Oh, Haku could do a really cool like stealth thing, like knock out every like fire lamp in the room with like an airbending
Ooh.
move.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Go.
since it's all in a cave, it would just go pitch black.
Well,
And then you would be our only source of light.
You don't need light, you have
I'm just-
echolocation.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Turn into an airbending dolphin.
Oh, what happened? Still working?
I feel like there would just be a bunch of firebenders and they'd be like, "Phew, that was weird."
What just happened?
Okay, you guys go into this bar, and yeah, you go up to the bar and take a look. Oh, yeah.
We go up to the bar. Haku wants a drink.
All right.
Craft lady.
Order a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look around first to see Longfang.
Dragon whale whiskey on the rocks.
Ooh, I'll have one too, please. Make that a double.
All right, so you look around. You don't see Long Wan.
Long Wong. I'm forgetting
Long
these
Wang, you
names.
mean?
But there are a number of people. It is getting pretty late, so there's a lot of drunken people in here. There's a lot of rousing kind of sea shanties being sang, and a bunch of people sloshing their drinks and partying it up. You don't see any of the guards in here that were sort of scouring the city.
Woo. Haku asks the bartender, is there gonna be another performance tonight?
You notice that this one doesn't. The reason you know this
Oh, it's a
isn't the
different bar.
It
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have the stage here.
Right.
So that's
right.
why.
I
it's
guess
not
we
the
should
one.
just casually ask. Are there any other fine establishments such as this in the neighborhood?
Or do you say? I would say you probably remember the name of the place, so you can just
Oh
say
yeah,
that name. I forget.
I
what
remember the
called it.
place that we went to.
I'll assume you just ask how do I get to this
the place that I know that I don't remember.
And I'll assume you give a little bit of an extra tip in there for that.
Just the tip.
And she goes, "Oh, yeah, that's just around the corner, and you go just down," and it gives you some directions. And,
All right, now.
And so you guys finish your drink there, and then I'll assume you head back out. And so the directions go zoom a lot here. So it'll be this building, I believe. And I won't bother making you go through the streets because it's just a pain. So I'm sure I put it in here. Oh, I think I. Actually, didn't I make a? I think I made its own board.
I keep thinking of like fucked up ways to firebend, and I'm like censoring myself.
He just wants to burn something.
Yeah. I was like, in my head, I was like, just gonna keep a little bit of whiskey in his mouth for later.
And just burns this tavern down because it's not the right one. He's like,
Oh no, there's so many houses around it with people sleeping. Oh no,
it's okay, they're Fire Nation.
they're not bad anymore.
Why?
Granted, they basically did the same thing about some other thing people in history did, but They
Yeah.
don't usually come back from
Ah, there we go.
Never expected their own kind would destroy them while they're sleeping.
uncontrollable destruction.
Okay, here it is. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah. That looks like some good coffee.
get these guys in here.
Some soup. Vegetable soup.
This soup is cold.
Not a problem.
The soup is raw.
Remember when Iroh fire bent his tea? Zuko was so bad. And he did it right in front of Jet. Jet's
Yeah.
eyes like that up.
Like you're a firebender.
Okay, so you guys get
Iroh
We're
was so
right on
emotional
stage.
about that.
yeah. You guys get in there and you do see you guys are coming in just as Long One is about to leave. And he goes, "Oh, my friends, I was wondering where you'd gone to. But
We've been here this whole time.
oh,
I'm kidding.
Taking part in the
He
city
looks like a
signing
little
letters.
confused. He's like, he looks down in his drink and he's like, "Oh, yeah.
That was a
About-
joke.
Ah, I see. A good one, my lad." And
Where are you off to?
he's a little bit tipsy. He's kind of his peg leg is kind of wobbling. I was about to head back to me ship.
Oh, nice. Hey, do you know if there's gonna be another performance tonight? We are planning. Oh no, I should. Do I trust this guy? Do we?
Do you
I
wanna-
feel
Do you
wanna
like he's
join
too
us?
wasted to, like, stop.
So some of the things you talked about with him before is he had told you that the pirates in this place have like there's some pirate lords who kind of run the things, and they take
Yeah.
a tithe of all the pirating activity from all of the captains. And as far as you knew, he's not one of the lords, although there is one secret lord. So
Oh shit.
you don't know, but
It's him.
he
Don't trust him.
seem to be on the side of the other pirate captains who have been, since these Fire Nation have come and put in a bunch of money into the lords, which didn't trickle down into their pockets. There's been less ability to go and raid and do actual pirating, so the pirate captains have kind of suffered a little bit, and the lords have enriched themselves without having to, get as much from the captains. So they kind of threw a little wrench into their ecosystem a bit. And so a lot of the captains are a little bit annoyed with that arrangement because it doesn't help them.
I would love to know if he has thought about changing, exploring new opportunities aside from pirating.
Just be like, how do you feel about
Oh.
revolutions?
I never really considered that for a scallywag like myself, but what kind of opportunities are you talking about?
Well, what do you enjoy doing?
Well, I used to enjoy the pirating life and the freedom out on the seas and good swinging aboard an enemy ship and battling, taking their stuff and getting treasure, but as you can see, and he points to his peg leg, he says it's not as easy these days. And
Have you considered bouncing?
well, I mean,
Not on your.
I can hop quite well. But,
I mean, being a bouncer at a
yeah, I see what you mean.
or a guard or whatever word might fancy his.
Seems a bit, beneath me station, being a leader and all.
Oh, I meant the leader of the bouncers. I'm kidding.
Accidentally created a Republic City gang.
Yeah, just let's bring all the pirates to the city.
Yeah, that'd go over well.
Hey Tenzin, can these
Give these guys
gentlemen stay
jobs?
at, yeah, can they stay at the air temple?
They're just posing like pirates in the background.
Well, what we could use a captain of our airship, and we're always going on adventures. And you look like a guy who likes booty.
Well,
And
you know, that is every pirate's dream. But I'm especially fond of a large booty.
Well, we're constantly in search for one too.
So if you want to try, I think you're trying to trick him because you guys can't really give him the airship because that actually belongs to someone you borrowed it from. So I'll make you do a trick roll for that, unless you wanted to change it to be something more actual.
Oh, I thought it was our airship. So if that's yeah, I forgot we went on a whole mission to go obtain it. Edris, do you have any suggestions that doesn't involve burning the place down or setting fire to our friend?
I'm gonna have to go deep for this one. We could like.
He's a one-legged, like, I'm starting to regret offering anything.
He can be our greeter for the detective
Well,
agency.
he didn't want to be a bouncer. I was like, what's a little more like edgy than being like our doorman?
Oh, shit.
I'll need a moment. He likes hanging out at bars. Why wouldn't he want to just hang out at a bar? I'm offering him a bar to hang out in with a title.
Mika already has that.
A better bar to hang out at.
Yeah, my bar. I mean, our bar. Does he seem happy here?
He was kind of frustrated before when he was talking about the captains and the deal with the lords, so he doesn't seem happy with not being able to raid.
I'm gonna plead with him. I'm gonna be like, look, let's be honest. I can't offer you anything great, but I can offer you an escape from this place, and possibly at a later date we can help you overcome this pirate thing so you can get back to pirating with the pirate lords, because they sound like fun people to set on fire. And he looks at Edris. It's like
I'll give you a suggestion. You could probably like say that maybe you guys have the connections to help him go legit and maybe be like a trader instead of a pirate. That might be something you could actually accomplish.
Cool. He's got a peg leg.
It's gonna be
it just means he's ready.
But I mean, it's gonna be your offer doesn't really have much to go for him, so it's gonna be pretty
just
hard
to be taking it. Okay,
you know,
fair.
He'd be a really good trader because he'd know pirate routes.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, it's probably better to be a trader right now because the pirates aren't attacking as much.
Oh yeah.
Does he have like a crew here, or like, or is he
yeah,
just
you
kind of...
came on his ship after you got dropped off by the freighter, and his ship pulled up next to the freighter, picked you guys up, and brought you over to the island. Right. And that's pretty much all he does now. Is just basically ferry people over. So.
Oh, why are you a ferryman? Don't be a ferryman. Come, be a
trader man.
Yeah, a trader. Is there another cool word for trader? An entrepreneur?
Privateer.
What is that? Privateer. Yeah, privateer sounds fancy.
Okay.
Why don't you come be a privateer for us? And then you can go with your crew and
Oh.
oh my gosh, we have dragon drools. We have this beautiful product. It's all natural, and
You
all
guys
four
have
nations need it.
contacts. You guys remember you have contacts, or at least Atka does have contacts in the police
To do that, okay,
of
okay,
Republic
okay.
City, and so you could possibly arrange some kind of pardon or something for that if he helps you.
Yeah, we can erase your history. All we have to do is change your name and feed gravel to our god.
Okay, so do you tell him that you're from Republic City and you can do that, or do you
Let's
try to hide it under
see.
something?
Well, I don't know. We might not respect that we're from Republic City, but if that's where we're gonna be like trying to usher him to go, I feel like he has the right to know. He has the right to know that. So yes, I'll just be like,
Or you could just say you know people there that
we know
that
people
could...
in Republic City that could help erase his past, and if he promises to live or abide a good citizen lifestyle.
So you think you might be able to get me some letters of marque then for the Republic
Sure.
City?
I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. Yeah. We know some cool people that are really open to these very progressive things in law and stuff, I think.
Lynn's
Okay,
gonna be
so
like, this guy's a monster.
make your plead with NPC, roll harmony roll,
Yes.
and see if
He was nice to us.
Even with a +2, I got a 5. I clearly did not do a good job. The dice were like, yeah, no. How could you not get this one?
he goes, I appreciate the offer, but I'd need to see a lot more substantial gains for that to interest me. I mean, I'm not doing great with this just transporting people and things between freighters and such, but it still pays the bills, so I'm probably gonna stick with that. But if there's anything I can do to help you, just
Sure.
on a smaller scale, just let me
Second
know.
round.
Can you help us? Can you help us kidnap the songstress? I'm kidding. Okay.
That would
well,
definitely be a push your luck roll.
Well, let's push my luck. Let's see. All right then. How about this? If I haven't forgotten you by the time I get back to Republic City, and I can get you that seal of a mark or whatever you're asking, and somehow have time in my busy schedule saving other people's lives to come back here, and conveniently in some kind of convenient manner, if I get you this thing that you're looking for, or asking for, would you then reconsider?
I might be interested in that if you can arrange all that.
Okay. Haka gives like a 2 thumbs up and then slowly walks away.
Yes, I'll be heading back to me ship then.
All right, good night, bye. He turns to Edris once he's out of earshot. He's like, "We're never coming back here."
Probably not.
It's just like, what? He's just gonna lie to that.
It's called giving him hope, and sometimes that's all that people need to live is hope.
All right, so you guys know that the girl is upstairs in this place.
Yes.
That's where her room is. You know that the place outside that you guys did the earthbending to get in there. Or you could just try and like sneak upstairs. There's bouncers in here. The room is starting to thin out. People are starting to leave.
obvious if we went. Let's sneak out. Let's go to the where to under her window.
I
I
think
want to
there
like.
was no window, but I think you guys created
Oh.
one, but then you closed it before you left. Actually, it still looks like it's there. I'll say it's still there.
It
Did you do
like
that?
barred.
It
You, like,
well, you
picked that
created
up?
it, so it was, or Lee created it out of stone, so she just made a window there.
Okay, I
Actually,
just
no,
wasn't
you
sure
would have
if you, like,
closed it
pulled the
because
bricks.
otherwise they would have come into the room and noticed that it was there. So I think
Okay.
it's closed again.
Well, then we can't really get through there. I guess we gotta sneak up and try to not alert the bouncers.
Okay.
Or we can cause a distraction, then run up and sneak out in and out.
Probably would work better if one of you does a distraction of some kind.
Edris, it's your time to shine. Do you still have that
Sure.
whiskey in your mouth?
I swear, if I get like, if they like shoot me with a net gun, and then you have to like rescue me or something for firemen.
Do your fire breathing trick.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It just kind of just like walks up the stage and like grabs like a cup that seems like discarded with like alcohol in it.
It's kind
And
of
he
hard to
like looks.
sneak up these stairs because they're like right
Oh,
behind the
he's not
stage.
sneaking. He's going on the stage.
I have airbending. I like use my airbending to
Oh,
propel myself quickly up.
okay. So
uh,
while they're
while
maybe looking at him, you're over
yeah,
here,
go like whew.
and then you could go. How does this go up?
Edgis just kind of like throws the alcohol up in the air.
Okay, yeah.
in, like,
So
an
there's a
arc,
center area here. If
lights
you
it.
like flew up around the railing, from like right here by the bar. Okay, so
Oh,
Edris
actually,
can make his. I'm gonna say this is a push your luck thing.
Oh.
Um, it's either push your luck or a trick. So passion or creativity.
Hmm.
you can't go past 2 on your stats. So if you have
Yeah.
one that's already +2, you can't add to it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, correct. Cool.
So Edris, which one do you want to use? Push your luck or
Oh,
a
focus.
trick?
Oh,
Huh?
push your luck.
Passion
Which
or
one? Which one uses focus?
push your luck is passion. Trick is creativity.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh, trick.
Okay, so let's go for roll here. 10 right off the bat. So what was your
Wow.
creativity?
1.
Okay, so you do it even better. All right, so you create a big explosion over here, and then let's just hold up like some flame, and like everybody turns to look, and then Haku is just gonna whoosh, pop up the floor, and
Flame
just
juggling.
make a. So you're gonna have to make 2 rolls. One is to do the actual airbending, and then the other is gonna be to do it stealthily.
All right.
So the first one will be a focus roll.
Pew! Yes. Focus. It's 12.
Great. And then the trick will be, so because you did that so well, I'll give you a +1 on the trick, which is
And what is-
creativity.
Another 12.
Okay, so you wow. So you create a little bit of a mist around yourself so you don't nobody notices you, and that, which is like also the smoke from the explosion that Edris does, and you quickly whip up into the second floor and get. And now there's a bouncer outside her room.
Bend the smoke into his lungs.
Yes.
So you he doesn't notice you yet because you're kind of still covered in a mist.
Yeah, I want to take the smoke that I'm kind of still in and just like have it come into his face and into his breathing holes and hold it until he goes unconscious. But he still has a pulse, so it's not murder.
So it's not murder.
Okay,
It's
so you're gonna
just
try and knock him
incapacitation.
out.
Yeah.
Okay,
But there's a
I guess you
small
could have like.
smile on Haku's face because no one's looking.
I guess you could have like pushed it into his eyes and like made him rub his eyes really hard too.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Edris approves.
Hmm.
I know I know Edris is looking up
Okay.
and is just smiling and like.
So I think this will be like an evade and observe ability, so you can roll with creativity or harmony, and basically I'll allow you to inflict the status of.
Yes. I got 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you successfully do it. So you can inflict I would say impaired or stunned. So impaired means he's gonna have a -2 in all physical actions. That costs you a fatigue. Um, or stunned, he's caught off guard and can't act for a few seconds.
I think I just need to stun him, right?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can stun him for long enough for you to get past him into the
To get
door.
past him into
That
the
doesn't cost you
fatigue.
Oh, I guess the person who is impaired takes the fatigue. Okay, so for your
Oh,
thing, it doesn't say. Oh, you actually get to clear one fatigue and then do your roll. So the action you took is
sweet.
actually clears one. So
Yes, I'm down to 0 fatigue.
okay, so you burst into the room. Oh, it's actually a locked door, so you're gonna have to.
I go back to him and I feel for something hard and in the shape of a key.
Okay, so
I tried not to
I
spit my
think
drink out.
I think that'll be Haku goes for something hard on the guard. Uh, we let's make that an assess the situation to see if you can find it quickly enough.
Okay,
So
what's the
creativity.
creativity?
It's funny. I went to an escape room and they told you to like search the person, and I was like searching its pockets,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Not the pockets, you creep."
You-
I just like looked up at the camera and I was like,
You
"Video
said
game 101, come on."
I got a 7.
okay, so you find it, but the guy is now oh sorry, you get
It was a dummy, by the way.
yeah, I guess you find where it is, and then you get and that's it, and then he will be able to act on the next turn. So the next turn, Edris, do you want to do anything down there? You just keep distracting.
Yeah, I'll just kick up a bunch of like alcohol into the air and like light more up.
Okay, so you're creating more distraction.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a push your luck to see if you can get the key off the guard before he gets to stop
And
you.
push your luck is
Passion.
action. 8. Just an 8.
Okay, so you get the key, but it costs you something. You get
My pride.
he pushes you as you try to grab the key. So you're actually get the status of impaired. So you're off balance.
Oh,
You
no.
take 1 fatigue, and you're
no.
-2 to all physical actions.
Oh no! Wait, did I get the key though?
Yeah, you have the key and you put it
Okay.
into the lock.
Okay, so I got a fatigue and I am impaired.
and then you get in. You open the door, and then.
Oh no, I want to fight this guy now. He impaired.
Okay.
No, I don't because it's a physical. No.
Uh, well, he's also. Oh no, he was stunned
He's
for a few seconds, so now he's not stunned.
Chloroform bending.
So now we should probably go into combat mode. So yeah, if you want to
Oh shit! I have a skill. I have a technique. I have suction, but I guess it is a fighting technique. So
what is it? Which
it's
category?
suction. No, it's a fighting technique. So it now that we're in battle, I could use it.
Okay. So
Hold on. All right. I am going to anticipate its evade and observe.
okay, so he goes
I have to
first.
call his what he's gonna do next. I'm going to anticipate he's going to advance and attack because he's kind of pissed he got blindsided.
That's an evade and observe though.
Yes,
So
I
he
go
gets to go
after.
first because he's advanced and attack.
Yeah.
So he's gonna strike you. Um, so strike that full and reach, forcing the mark 215.
I thought you were gonna use like suction and yank him down the stairs for a second.
Or yank him towards me.
Choice. Okay. So he's gonna do a strike, and so you can either mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center. Up to you.
Um.
And in this round, you're no longer impaired. That was just a 1 round thing.
Okay. Sorry. What are my options? What do I have to do, or
So
what do I
you
have to
can
pick?
either take 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center.
I'm gonna mark 2 fatigue.
Okay. So he shoves you, and you slam against the door.
Ugh.
And now you get to do your evade and observe
Yeah.
option. So roll your. So now you
Yeah.
can clear 1 fatigue again.
Yeah.
And roll with creativity or harmony to see if you can use your technique.
8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you can you can either use one practice technique or use 2 different basic or mastered techniques. So is this one of your learned or
Anticipates my master technique.
okay, so then you can use that and one other thing.
Can I use? Oh wait, what's the other options?
So like basic techniques are
Yeah.
test balance, boost or hinder, or commit.
Oh. Um. I'm gonna do commit. So recenter yourself amidst the fray. Shift your balance towards one of your principles. The next time you live up to that principle, do not mark a fatigue. So I'm changing my balance, right?
Yeah.
And if I recenter myself, then I can just kind of do whatever, right?
That's just something you do in addition to doing the anticipate. And so what are the results of anticipate?
Anticipate was mark 1 fatigue to ready yourself. Oh no, sorry, that's ready. Never mind. Hold on. Sorry. Study a nearby foe to learn where their momentum will take them next. Declare the approach they are tending towards in the next exchange. That foe must use that approach or mark a condition. So he hit me, and I'm like, I think he's going to just evade and observe because he's so he's so shook by how strong-willed or my how perfect my stance is after taking that hit.
So you center yourself, and after being pushed into the wall, and you anticipate his move. He the girl is awake in there now, and
Yeah.
he so yeah, he's gonna take that option. You can say which one you're gonna use this turn. Or actually, I won't say whether he's gonna take it or not.
Is he? Oh, okay. So if it does happen, then but yeah,
He'll take
okay.
a condition if he doesn't.
Condition if he doesn't. Yeah. I am going to. I'm gonna do advance and attack.
Okay. So then you're going first.
Sweet.
So
I'm just
roll
gonna
your passion
strike.
roll.
Oh, wait, I have to roll first, right?
Yeah, roll your passion to see what you can do.
8.
8. So you can do one basic or mastered technique. So yeah, strike is a basic, so you can do that.
Cool. I'm gonna strike him.
Okay, and he will
What is it gonna take?
He will take the fatigue. So it's 2 for him plus the first one. Okay, so he's got 3. All right, and then are you gonna say anything to the girl? Sunny?
Is the door? Is there like a hole in the wall?
You've opened the door now.
Oh, I've opened the door. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, long story, but we saved all the prisoners and Mr. Chen. You're the last one. This is, if you want to leave, this is the time now.
Okay. And then the guard goes, so he's gonna bolster or hinder. So he's gonna hinder you. Yeah, he's just gonna try and it's funny, these things just work. Like how is that? Some statuses. Seems like there should be a roll involved with that.
Or he's just gonna pick a. What's a hinder?
I get to pick an appropriate negative status for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he just tries to grab you as you try to get her to leave. So it'll be an impaired. Slowed or off balance, mark 1 fatigue, or take a -2 to physical actions. Oh, it's an or. Okay. So you can take -2 to physical actions or take a fatigue.
I'll take a fatigue.
Okay, so that's all that happens then. All right, so he tries to grab you, but you kind of just take your fatigue to kind of dodge out of the way, and you kind of maneuver around him so she can get out. She comes running, and she can now move past him.
And then I really want to destroy this guy.
All right. What are you gonna do this time?
Haku waits for her to like leave out of frame.
Okay.
And then he looks dead eyes, like murder eyes, into this poor guard. And Haku pulls out his fan and tells him the tale of a great airbender named Zahir who took the breath away out of the Earth Queen. Rest in peace, Earth Queen. And so yes, I'm using my Echoes of Legend, and Haku just kind of like shoots one gust of wind to like kind of just give him a little shake, and you know when you like have air like a leaf blower blowing your face and you can't breathe, so he kind of does that, and then uses his hand to like keep the pressure of air flying at his face, and then he wraps the air around his head, and then starts sucking out the air out of his lungs, and until he suffocates.
So it's treated as if you had rolled a 10. I'm gonna say that this is your attack. Do you have a skill technique that kind of does that?
It's
Like
like
combo
just
move where the head explodes.
I don't think I'm that powerful yet.
Or what would be the closest one of what you have?
Suction.
What does that do?
Snatch a small object, maybe like the air out of one's lungs.
Okay. Sure. So, and what
Like
group does that
wind.
belong to?
That's evade and observe.
Okay, so he is gonna do, just before you do that, he's going to try to strike you.
I'll take the fatigue.
So
You can
the
just
2
see
fatigue, do you have enough for that?
Oh yes, that brings me up to 4.
That's gonna be
Okay.
terrifying.
And
for
then
him.
so you take the
Danger.
2 fatigue, then you get your evade and observe, so you clear one of
Right.
them,
Year 1 fatigue. Yes.
and then your roll is automatically a 10 plus. So that means you can do your, is that a what type of technique, or what level of do you have that at? Learned or practice?
It's learned.
Learned. Okay, so that means you need to spend the 1 fatigue to use a learned technique.
Okay. There. Back to 4.
And then you shift your balance in the direction that I think most represents that. I'll say that's determination, so you go 1 towards determination.
Okay.
And then he is gasping for air. He's not, it's like when you just get hit with the wind knocked out of you. He's like doing that. So he is basically stunned and not in combat with you for a one exchange. So if you want to leave, you can just go now.
So he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Damn.
He's not strong enough to do that, but he is strong enough to knock the wind out of him.
Fair enough.
So he's KO'd.
He seems to be gasping for air and kind of knocked on the ground. So
Does he have any like jewelry or anything? I just want to take a piece just to remember.
sure,
Yes, Robin.
he has a gold bracelet.
Haku like saunters or sachets towards him.
Sachets away.
and steals take like gently takes the bracelet off, like looks at it as he's gasping for air, puts it on, and then yeah, sachets away.
Okay. The girl runs down the stairs. Edris, you see her coming down, and you figure it's time to go. And Haku slowly comes sashaying down the stairs.
I just like bow to everyone and go off stage.
And everyone else in there is just doesn't really notice. Your distraction was really good, so you guys can just pop out the door that's right nearby the end of the stairs. And I will say that you guys get out of there just as you hear the guy get his breath back and go, They've taken Sun May. And you guys can run for it. Or actually, let me put us back on the other grid.
Haku asks Sun Mei if she's afraid of dragons. Or has she ever ridden a dragon before?
She goes, I didn't even know that was the thing that existed.
It just is just like first time for everything.
Yes.
I need to
Okay.
get like a dragon whistle from like a shop or something. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Here it is. Is that the actual place? What the hell?
It'd be crazy too if like it just made him like lose his absolute shit. Like he'd fly to you like spinning around and like flying everywhere.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like there is another entrance, but your dragon doesn't know. So your dragon comes down in the place where you guys went, and so you guys have to run back over there. So then a bunch of guards start to chase you. So we'll have we'll say like 3 exchanges with some guards before the dragon will come down and you guys can get out of there.
Sweet.
So we'll have pirates will be like a weapons guy, I guess.
I really need to learn a new technique. Cause I've got
No.
like breath of fire on here that I really want to.
No, there's one that I want to get. Wait, is it an attack? Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So they have. Oh, so actually, I didn't know this, but minor NPCs actually have only 1 condition they can take, and then they're full up. Whereas you guys get like up to
5.
5, so and 5 fatigue.
What's their one condition?
If they take any condition, they're like knocked out.
Well, no,
Or
the
they-
condition and 3 fatigue. So then they can't spend anything else. So yeah, so you can take people down fairly easily, unless they're a stronger NPC.
Or like a big group.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we'll say that this group is represented by major. Okay, yeah. All right, so you are fighting this group of guards. So first round, what are you gonna do? You can pick your technique. Or sorry, your stance.
I have
like a madman with fire blades.
So advance and attack.
Ugh. What's your stance, Haku? Wait, is it important to do a stance first? I don't think I've done that yet.
Sorry, the stance is the which one of those 3 options you're gonna take. So defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. That's your stance.
I think I'm going to evade and observe.
Okay, evade and observe. Okay, and yours, Edris, was advance and attack?
Yes.
Okay, so they're also advance and attack. So you can go first, Edris.
Okay. So I guess with the fire blades, I get 2 attacks.
Well, first you got to roll with
Or
passion, and then you can
right.
do that.
Okay. Wait, is this passion?
Yeah, advance
I
and
thought all
attack is
firebending was
passion.
focus.
No,
So when you're in combat, you do these things, and then you first you do your roll, and then you can decide what technique you can use if you roll
Got
well
it.
enough.
Okay.
So I'll roll for
Negative
you.
passion. Yes. -1.
Okay, so that is so -1 is going to be a 5. Okay, so on a miss, you stumble, but you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique. Is your balance at center?
It's
So if it's at center, then you can shift it either
yes.
way. Otherwise, it has to go in the same direction it's already going. And then you can use a
Shift towards
basic
freedom.
technique. So if you just want to not do it this round, then you don't
No,
have
I'll
to
use
shift your balance.
the basic techniques are like the attacks everyone can do,
Yeah,
right?
strike, pressure, or smash.
I'll just strike.
Okay. So you strike a foe in reach, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, a condition, or shift their balance. So
Does strike work twice? It works on like 2 different people, right?
what's that?
Doesn't strike work on like 2 different people? Because I remember I hit those people in the
Maybe in a special situation, but normally it's just one. Or I'm just treating this group as one thing, so you strike one of them.
Okay.
Not really gonna keep
Gotcha.
track of who it is. Actually, maybe we should do a city scene here. They're over here. Where is the hole? Yeah, so you're almost to the exit. Guys.
Did you guys know the Queen of England had a gold-plated Nintendo Wii?
what?
Really?
Yeah. It was her favorite thing. Everybody said she loved the Nintendo Wii.
Aww.
I gotta wonder how heavy those controllers were.
Okay, so Edris goes and just throws a simple fire attack at this guy here, and he takes 2 fatigue, and then it is their turn, and they kind of try to jump in there and grab you guys with us. Choose an approach your foot. Smash. Yeah, they just try to strike at both of you, so you can either take a 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance from center.
Me?
Both of you.
Both of us.
Oh no. Um. You could take a condition, you said?
Yeah. So, afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, or troubled.
I'll take the fatigue.
Take fatigue. Okay.
Yeah. How much is it? 2.
2.
How much
Yeah, 2.
fatigue?
Okay. And so you take one of those conditions, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it is your turn to roll. Oh, so now you can clear one fatigue and roll with creativity or harmony.
Take 1 fatigue.
No, clear
Roll.
fatigue.
Sorry, I
clear.
cleared a fatigue. I took guilty as my condition for not
You feel bad for choking that guy out.
and not finish, and I feel guilty about not finishing the job.
Good. You're learning.
7, 8. Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Okay, so you can take mark 1 fatigue to use a learn technique, use 1 practice technique, or use 2 different basic or mastered techniques.
Uh, I'm going to. I guess I'm going. Oh, I'm going to. I can do 2 basics. You said.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to bolster Edris, and then I'm going to hinder the closest foe.
Okay. So you can give Edris.
I want to. I'm gonna inspire him. Wait, what are the? Actually, no. Hold on. I need to know what these ones do first.
He can use that to shift his balance towards a principle of choice.
No, hold on.
Or favored, he can get an additional basic or mastered technique in the next exchange.
Okay, I'm gonna do favored.
Okay, so you're favored, and the other guy is what do you want to do? Stunned or impaired?
Impaired. Just
They can either take a fatigue or a -2 to all physical actions, and that's what they have is physical. So
great. Impaired.
okay, you impair one of them. And then next round, you see your dragon spots you and is starting to fly down. I'll assume you guys are kind of backing up while you do this.
Yes, we are, or at least Haku is.
Yes. Are there helmets made of metal?
They're more bandanas.
I'm gonna defend and maneuver.
Heat metal.
Yeah.
Just like in D&D.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you guys do in this round?
I'm gonna defend and maneuver.
Okay. And Edris?
I will just go for another strike with
Advance and attack? Okay.
Yeah, advance and attack.
So, roll again with passion and focus for Haku.
I got an 8.
With the bonus?
Which bonus?
Focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 + 2.
Okay, so you are able to use a basic or mastered technique.
I don't have any mastered like defend and maneuver techniques, so
Okay.
I'm going to seize a position I'm gonna move to a new location, so I just kind of use Haku. Does an air bending movement that he learned or technique that he learned from Tenzin whenever he was like throwing air stuff at him. He just kind of like try to dodge and kind of push himself backwards and diagonally and try to like get out of the way into like a little higher ground.
So
Like air
you use
propulsion.
that. They decide not to use the fatigue to block you because then they would be unconscious. So you pop yourself up onto this roof,
Right.
and then um,
Just
then
imagine one trying to grab you and
then
getting
the
like
two of
shot at the
you.
wall.
So you and the enemies are going at the same time. So Edris can now roll for passion.
Okay, I got a 6,
Oh,
and passion
6.
is -1.
Okay. So
5.
you got the miss. So you can do the shift balance to get a basic technique, but you also will automatically get the an additional basic or mastered technique even on a miss. So you can either get two things or just take the one, basic or mastered.
I'll do mastered.
Okay, so what do you
Fire
have?
blades.
What technique do you have that can be used in advance and attack?
The fire daggers. Or the,
Fire dagger. Okay. And what does that do?
let me check. It's fire blades mark up to 3 fatigue. Hold an equal number of flames. Lose 1 flame at the end of each exchange. You inflict fatigue or conditions on the
Sorry, I
foe.
can't hear you. What was that? Oops.
When you inflict fatigue or conditions on a foe, inflict an additional 1 fatigue for each remaining flame.
Oh, how many do you get?
2.
Up to
Oh, up to 2.
2 flames, yes.
So you can cause 2 fatigue. Is that what it can do? If you can, then that takes them out basically.
I can mark up to 3 and inflict an additional 1 for each remaining flame.
Okay, so then yeah, you take them down, and they go down, and then you see more guards coming in the distance, but your dragon now swoops down, sees where you are, and the three of you can get on the onto the dragon, and then
derp derp.
a bunch of guards come up and shoot bows at you, or arrows at you, but your dragon's scales are strong enough to resist that for now.
Can I use my fan to like blow a
Knocks
gust?
some of them away.
Yeah.
Protect and protect the you guys on the girl, and you
Some
get onto your dragon and you fly up basically out through that hole again. Um, we'll get a single roll for your just to make sure your dragon can do that without running into a wall or something. So we'll allow you to use your. We'll just make it a roll for you. Rely on your skills and training. So it's a focus roll
Okay.
to guide
I
him
got
out successfully.
6, apparently. I rolled a 4.
4
no.
plus 2, and
Please don't cry. Please don't cry.
I will give you another +1, so that'll be a 7. You just barely make it out. And it leads to an unexpected consequence.
Derp derp came through and we needed
So you can accept those consequences or mark 1 fatigue. So the consequence is you will be his wing will be clipped on the edge of the hole as you come out, and you'll all fall off onto the ground.
I'm gonna mark fatigue.
Okay, so
I got time for that.
can you afford one more?
I have.
Because if you take your last fatigue, you actually can pass out. So
I think I removed one fatigue from the last thing, so now I only have like 1 out of 5.
okay, so then you're fine.
Yeah.
All right, so you go to fly out there. The wing looks like it's just about to clip the hole, and you grab the reins and pull him as he slides over a little bit to get out the hole properly, and make some extra effort of your will, and then you just fly straight up as the pirates are shooting um, bolts and crossbows and bows at you, but you guys get out of range, no problem, fairly quickly, and head back to join up with the rest of the group.
Woohoo! Success!
Succeeded in rescuing the girl.
Oh,
She's probably freaking out.
she's just like, wow.
Like, you almost killed me.
That was amazing. What is this creature?
I can show you the world.
Don't you dare look away.
Don't do it. Um. Yay! So then we come into the detective agency that's also now a piano bar, and Huck is like, "Ladies and hold on."
Hang on a sec. Before you get to that, let me just do a little narration of what happens before that. So you fly up in the air. You eventually catch up with the airship, and it takes another couple of days for the airship to fly back to Republic City. So you've been gone like about a week by the time you actually get there, and then you get back, and then you can say, well, first of all, you, I guess, bring the people back to their respective um, uh, loved ones and return them. So you return the librarian to his boyfriend. He's ecstatic. He is quite happy to pay the rest of his bill, and he does that. So you earn some money on that job.
Cat Ash.
The Chen family is very grateful to you for getting him out of there, and they're gonna try to fight to get their restaurant back, but they're quite willing to. They kind of lost a lot of their money, so they can't really afford to pay you back, but they agree to work in exchange for room and board to run your bar and restaurant. And the other people that you rescued that you didn't have a mission for, various people they get back in touch with who are missing them. Basically, each one of them gives you a reward of some kind based on their means. Some of them are actually fairly wealthy, so you guys kind of solve a bunch of your money troubles. And
Yes.
and who else? And then Gran is with you, so she basically announces to you guys that she wants to retire, but she still wants to keep her hand in the business. So she's basically going to be retiring, handing over the business to you guys to run, but she'll be there if you need any advice or mentoring or
And she can
to
take
go on a
phone
mission if you
calls
need
and
to.
stuff. Yeah, can she be like a
She doesn't.
receptionist?
She doesn't really want to do that. She wants to relax unless
Oh.
there's action. She wants to
Okay.
do the action if you need any help with that,
Great.
or training if you're into she ends up being
Well, I'm
Atka's
not a
mentor.
waterbender.
Yeah, she becomes Atka's mentor. And then you guys, so by the time you guys get back, the Chen family actually has got all of the place cleaned up and ready to go to be opened as a speakeasy. The
and
announcement has come down that the prohibition has happened, so it's going to be a secret kind of word of mouth kind of place you're gonna be able to, but you will be able to charge more for drinks and stuff there.
Is an
And
exclusive.
also the girl who also doesn't have any money to pay you offers her services for singing for room
Give me
4
your voice into this jar.
into this amulet.
Yes.
And
Poor unfortunate souls.
so yeah, yeah. For unfortunate souls. So yeah, you guys get that all set up, and was there anything else you need to do?
No, I just wanted to introduce our newest act, which is Miss Sun. What's her name again?
Sunmi.
Sunmi.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can also so describe your grand opening of the speakeasy. How does that go? How do you set that up, and how does it?
But it has to be like word of mouth, so it's like
Yeah, I mean you just rescued 30 people, so that all
yeah,
their
so
families
like,
know, and they're all gonna come.
but they kind of before they all like disperse, can they come in and like see the place, even
Yeah.
though it's a little bit crowded? And then Haku goes up to a microphone and is like, "Is this thing on?" Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is our place called? The Four Seasons. This is just a small family establishment, and we hope to garner your patronage and enjoy the fond memories and other things that we have to offer here. We also have a small detective agency, so if you have any problems, come find us, because when you can't trust the police, you can trust us. And I'm also very excited to welcome our greatest superstar of this generation and of, of time or whatever. My words are not making sense right now. Anyway, everyone give a round of applause to the rising star herself, Miss
Sunmi. Yeah.
Sunmi.
And she comes out and she does her signature song there, and the crowd is mesmerized, and you definitely have a great night that night. Everybody's freely
Drinks are
drinking,
on me.
yeah, drinking and having the great food from the Chens, and just has an excellent time. Nobody for now has heard about it that isn't supposed to. So
Also, guys, keep this cool. Apparently
in the
there's
know.
yes, but tell your friends if they're cool. Tell your family, but don't tell the authorities.
Okay, and they agree to that. The secrecy is maintained so far, and yeah, you guys have a great night, and they spread the word, and you start getting clientele that get some regulars, and you get some word of mouth that goes out, and certain people come for certain events, and you have the singer, you have the food, you have the drinks that already were bargained for by Atka, and you basically fulfill that dream of setting that up in your basement.
Almost as if it was my destiny.
One more thing. So this is the end of the chapter as well. So this will be,
Cool.
we'll start a new chapter next time.
Sweet.
The other thing that happens when you guys get back is Skeeter has been working on the jalopy, and he has attached a large tank of water to the top of it.
Nice.
And so that when you guys are out, Atka can use that to fuel her powers when you're not near water.
Sweet.
And he did another thing. Yeah, he did one other modification to it. I forget what it was, but I'll announce it for next time.
Look at the good we do. Now let's get the hell out of here.
So that'll be it. We'll end early tonight because I didn't
Yeah.
have anything else planned for that. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Oh yeah, we'll go over and do the
Complete
growth questions.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, the growth questions are: did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? I'll say yes for both of you on that. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? Yes. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center? Did anybody do that? I think you did some guiding towards balance with helping Edris. Or no, you didn't do that when you did the other
I
one.
went to freedom. So I went to negative.
You did the favored.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll assume that you guys do a you guys have a long trip back, so I'll allow you to do. You can each do one guide and comfort, harmony roll, and yeah, depending on what you roll, you can maybe get a shift.
8.
8, 9, 10.
Okay, so um,
Check.
so you can oh, this only does it doesn't move your balance. Okay, so yeah, just you can clear a condition or 2 fatigue.
Yeah.
And you can Edris, you can clear 1 condition or 2 fatigue, and also Haku gets to ask you 1 question that you must answer honestly.
Do you think I should have gone back there and finished the job after Haku tells him the events that?
The guard.
Yeah, with the guard.
What does he say honestly?
Honestly, yes.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then what did you roll, Edris?
7, but I got +1.
Did you roll or?
8. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't hear. What'd you say?
4 and a 3.
4 and a 3. Okay, so you got the just a regular hit. Oh, sorry. Because Haku rolled a 10, if they embrace your guidance and comfort, then you also shift your balance. So you could shift your balance once.
Yes.
No, other way around. Edris can shift. So does that put you at center?
Balance. Yep. Center.
Yeah. Okay. So Edris gets the center, and then the other way around, you can clear a condition or 2 fatigue for Haku.
Okay.
And Edris can ask you 1 question that you must answer honestly.
Oh wait, I just want to check to see how you can clear a condition.
This one you don't have to do. He comforts you, and then you don't have to do the thing to clear. I think yours was guilty.
Yeah.
So you don't need to make the sacrifice. He can just do that to help you. He talks you through it basically.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove 2 fatigue then, and
Okay.
then I can remove guilty if he.
Well, you get to do one or the other. So remove the
Can I
2
ask him?
fatigue. I mean, if you rest the
Why'd
night,
you
you
attack
get the
him?
fatigue back anyway. So the condition's harder to clear.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna do the guilty, and I'm assuming we're gonna rest after this
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
so-
He'll be rested up for the next chapter anyway.
Okay, great. Cool.
And so, what question did you ask, Edris?
Idris can't make up his mind, so he's just like, "Why'd you attack him?"
Why'd you attack that guard?
Because it felt right.
Oh.
Or why did you hate that
Edris
guard
is just
so
like-
much?
It's just like, good job.
Good job.
He pushed me into the wall.
That's true. He did do that. All right, so you'll get. And then we also have to do your
Leveling up.
one more question from your actual sheet.
Oh, what's mine?
So, did you spend meaningful time with someone else focused on their concerns and troubles? So, because you both did the guide and comfort on the way back, I will say that that's true. And for the icon, did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden and tradition? I would assume rescuing people might be something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that. So you each get 4 this session. 4 growth points.
And then how do we learn a new technique?
So you'll have you now all have like some extra teachers that you can learn things from. So because you rescued all those masters, so by next time you can have learned 2 more techniques by the
How much
next time we
XP is
play.
that?
Sweet.
And if there's something special you want, I'll basically just say whether you can do it or not, based on those leaders. Oh, and the ones that you used that were learned
practice?
now become
Yeah.
practiced because you use them in combat.
Sweet. Oh, last session I used the read in the wind, so I'm gonna don't know why I kept it at learned.
Yeah, so it should be practiced now.
Okay.
So yeah, if you used any of your abilities that were learned during this mission, then it becomes practiced.
I'm gonna pick my next one already, just because I'm just gonna pencil it in so I
Okay.
know what I want.
So, does it take a certain amount of XP to learn one of these from a master?
No, the techniques apparently you don't need to spend anything to get them. You just have to
gotta
have
learn.
the master available. So, and there's there's a role involved for doing that.
Darn.
Yeah, the training move. So you spend time with the teacher learning and training in a new technique. Roll with the following modifiers. So is your balance in line with the center, or are you free of conditions? If yes, take +1.
One.
Okay.
Do you and your teacher at least share one background? Get a +1. Does your teacher agree with your reasons for the training and learning? And then is the technique easy to grasp based on your current training experience and skills? If that's a no, then it's a -1. So what is it you're trying to learn?
I want to learn thundering. Oh wait, I just go first.
Yeah, Edris.
You said we can learn up to 2, right?
Yeah.
Breath of Fire and Wall of Fire.
Yeah, those 2 seem to be within your current training. So, are either of those rare?
I
They have
don't
a
think
star.
they were.
Do they have a star by them?
I don't have the book up right now. I just copied it and put it in my fighting techniques.
Yeah. So breath of fire, no. Wall of fire. Oh, wall of fiery breath.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a regular one too. So you can learn those 2 if you make the roll with a +2. Yeah, so just roll the dice and roll get a +2.
Okay. A 9.
So 9.
Yes.
So on the
9.
first one, you learn it. It takes a little more time, but we'll have that time. This is gonna be a time jump in the campaign. So you spend some of your time learning that technique, and you eventually get it. And then roll for the other one. Same
Okay.
thing, +2.
6.
6, including the +2.
No. 8.
Okay, so 8. So same thing. It takes more time than normal, but you eventually get it. Okay, and then Haku. So those
Yes.
will both start as learned until we get to use them in an adventure.
Okay, I'm taking Thundering Gust, which is in the Wan Shi Tong tome.
Okay.
It's a regular advance and attack. Yeah. And the second one, I'm torn between two: air swipe or twisting wind. Air swipe seems like it makes sense with like Haku's fan because you can just kind of
Yeah.
cast an arc of air pressure and knock away people coming at me. And it also inflicts fatigue if no one no one has attacked me. But I can block
Makes sense.
strikes. But twisting wind, you can effortlessly flow around blows like the wind itself. For each foe engaged with you, you choose an advance and attack approach, clear one fatigue, and hold one momentum. If you advance and attack next exchange, you may use the speed of your momentum instead of a fatigue. I think that's the one that I want to do. Yeah. I say it's
Okay.
like an... Because it feels very Ty Lee.
Yeah, it conserves your energy. That sounds cool.
Yeah. I'm doing twisting wind.
Okay. So for the first one, make your roll with +2. Oh no, you're not in Oh, but you are free of conditions, right? Because
I'm
you
free of
cleared them.
conditions. Yeah, and
Yeah. Okay. So
Just-
+2 for you.
and we share something. We share airbending.
Yeah.
And I just saved their lives. Or
Hmm.
Oh, and
And-
when you learned it, it would your master shifts your balance, so you can, because
it
you got
patient?
2 successes, Edris. If you weren't at center, you can be at center.
What other things? What other? Is it just a straight up roll and whatever
And then +2. Yeah.
+2? Okay, so I got a 5 + 2, which is 7.
Okay, so you just barely make it. It takes a little more time than normal, but you get the ability, and
Sweet.
your master shifts your balance back to
We're
0.
going places.
And then the next one.
And the next one. Oh, 14.
You learn it with ease, and it takes as little time as possible.
It's because I grew up with
Yeah,
chi
that's the
blockers.
twisting wind one. So
Yeah. Sorry. So I get it. It's still learned.
yeah.
Sweet.
So
Awesome.
you have a bunch of extra time for whatever, getting the business set up and whatnot. So
Sweet.
you don't have to spend as much time.
Oh, that was so exciting. Oh, and then sorry, we got +4.
So yeah, 4 more points
For stats. And it costs 3 to upgrade.
4
4
to
to
get
upgrade.
a new.
I'm gonna use those 4 and put it in passion.
Okay.
And I still have 2 from last.
I'm actually going to use 8 and spread it a little bit.
Nice. Okay. I think that's it.
All right. Good
GG.
stuff. Next time, we'll be starting chapter 2.
Oh yeah. Can't wait. All right.
All right. Thanks for playing, and anybody who's watching, thanks for watching. And and I forgot to do the contest, but oh well. There's only
Next
4
time.
people watching anyway. All right. Have a good night, guys, and see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.